Hello, Vudani here, and today I have a Mesmer video. This is another tournament build. It's a staff and sword pistol, and I definitely find staff to be probably the most effective group weapon for the Mesmer, and right there I'm just making sure we don't have anyone trying to come ninja this, and doesn't look like it. I believe we had a call there, but it looked like he might have actually just been going for keeping. I'm gonna start off right on this chieftain with my warlock. That's a very strong skill. The staff is generally considered to be more supportive, but the warlock on it actually does a good amount of damage. I'm sure if you tried it, you'd know that. And I've actually been quite impressed with the amount of damage you can do with those staff abilities. Having phantasms at ranged is actually very good. They rarely get targeted, and however, it can be an issue when you do want to shatter them. They do have to travel a longer distance, so you kind of have to keep that in mind. And here we got a group fight, so I'm going to go right in with my Chaos Storm, and that is going to do a lot of stuff to them. And see, I also dropped down that Null Field. That's going to help us on the point and obviously rip off pretty much every boon they have, and I go in right for that stomp there. Want to try to get it before it gets rest, do end up getting that. And now I'm in the melee. That's definitely an option with this build, the sword and pistol. With the number 2 ability, you do a good amount of damage with that. It also gives you distortion, which is going to mitigate damage, and we're cleaning up this pretty nicely here. I throw on my chaos armor there to, so right when they started focusing me, the armor and storm for your chaos skills do have fairly long cooldowns, but it actually goes, it's up pretty often. They're very good skills, just applying all those conditions, very strong. And Thief here just appears right next to me. I'll take that stomp, make sure we can get people out of there, and I throw down my portal as I leave to go help Henge. We had I believe 1 person, maybe 2 helping him, but we were pretty much cleaning up keep there. And with the Mesmer, a good tactic for a Mesmer is if you do use that portal, you don't necessarily need the portal on the first and second maps, but if you do have it, you can very easily come back to support. And I am going in on these guys. I'm gonna try to stop this stomp, try to switch to pistol and hit him with the stun. Unfortunately, I was a little slow. Had I reacted a little faster and switched to pistol sooner, should have been able to stop that. However, it would have been difficult to get him up, and we did have Little Dreams. Looks like he spawned right away. Got a nice spawn there. That helps. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be able to clean this up. The Mesmer is very strong in melee, and wow, that was a deadly pistol whip. With the Soldier's Amulet, you're able to mitigate a good amount of damage. Just that one amulet really does a whole lot for survivability. And as a Mesmer, you definitely want to be able to 1v1, and right there I throw down that Moa just to keep that Thief out of the mix while we clean up this Guardian. And here we're going to go finishing off the Guardian. That Thief did end up going down. We had a bit of reinforcements there as we cleaned out keep. We just decided to come over there, and I tried to put that portal down. I wasn't sure if the cooldown was up, and it looks like it had worn off, so it had been longer than 60 seconds. And we hear Svanir returns, so we're gonna wait for this chieftain. He should be up any second here. Keep did get neutralized, however we have RNG up there who just died. Well, there you go, that's why it's neutralized, so we're gonna need to regroup here. We did neutralize their mines, so that's good, and right now we want to get these 25 points here and that buff, and gonna be able to do that easily with that nice shatter there. Good amount of damage comes from shatter with this build. You don't have the crits that you would have if you had a Berserker Amulet, however it's still very effective. This build has a lot of traits that are spread out, and mostly they're for phantasms and shattering, so you're gonna have a lot of options to shatter, and that's definitely fun. And right here we got a Guardian blocking my way. I will wait that out. I don't know why. I suppose I could have rolled it, whatever. But go down through that Chaos Storm. Definitely best way to start most fights, in my opinion. Just start right off with that Chaos Storm and get your phantasms out. And I do go on the point there a little early. It looked like they had a couple people come in there, and this Thief is looks like he's getting a lot of buffs from the other people. I really want to watch out for that Thief. Most Thieves do go that pistol whip build, or a good amount of Thieves do that, and that is very dangerous. And Looks like I was getting focus fired there by a couple people. I do teleport away, and we're not doing too great up here, but we are doing okay. I probably am going to go down, unfortunately. But, well, I guess we'll see if we can take that point. Looks like Little Dreams kind of went in there, but we're still not in bad shape. We did just capture mine, so that's good. They have all of their forces at keep, it seems, and that allowed us to back cap. So that's definitely a viable tactic if teams are zerging like that. And I mean, it's very valid, and with 5 people, it's not really a zerg, but it's definitely difficult to break a team of 5 good players unless you have your entire team. And right now I just throw down my portal so that I have an out, but it looked like I accidentally hit it twice, and that's unfortunate, but it happens. Gonna move up here, and while they're going to mine, I believe Agent Tile called that 2 or 3 went to mine, so we should be able to capture keep, and that should keep us with 2 points in the majority up. And we got this one guardian here, looks like he's staff and probably mason shield. Decent point defense weapon setup, but I mean, the staff is good for support as well as I guess that's about it. It has good knockbacks, and here Lil Dreams comes in, drops down those wells, and we're trying to kill this guardian, but he is a guardian that is built for defense, so it's a problem. Looks like we got some people coming in here. Got a little bit of pressure at Henge right now, and we did just neutralize mine. However, we don't actually have any points right now. And this thief comes in, so we're going to try to focus him down. At being a pistol whip thief, you generally are going to have berserker amulets, so we're going to try to get him down as quick as possible. And here comes the shatter, did a decent amount of damage, and he should be down very soon if he's not. And see, the guardian is getting hit by a lot of our attacks as well, just being in melee. It's kind of like a melee brawl right here, and he should go down pretty soon. We need to find that thief. I believe he teleported away. And he did get back up. Maybe he might not have died. So he does run away, and we are just duking it out here. All the meanwhile, we have 2 points neutralized, and we do seem to be getting kills, if you notice. Or actually, we're getting killed there. It's unfortunate, but we do take down this guardian. That's definitely a good sign. The guardian is generally what keeps people alive, and we're going to take this chance to down the thief as well, and now it's time to stomp. And there goes the guardian. Thief is going to come next, but we want to capture this point, so just gonna pelt this guy for a little bit. He should go down quickly, and down he goes.
The keep is yours.
So taking those 2 points, looks like Agent Tile had been soloing, I don't know, their entire team at mine. He ended up capturing it there, and he does go down, so, oh. Take that back, not sure where he is, but anyway. We have 2 points now, and we should capture Henge very soon here. Gonna move in to kill this chieftain. Throw down the Chaos Storm just for good measure. Didn't really need it, but we did have that enemy there, it looked like. Not gonna worry about him. We need to capture as many points as we can. We are losing currently, so we need to focus on getting points. We're in a good spot right now. We're losing, but we do have more points. Probably not gonna hold mine there. Can expect that to go down, but we definitely have a good foothold on Henge here. Shouldn't be a problem to keep, and looks like we have RNG up at keep again. And there we go. There's why I have portal. And looks like Lil Dreams is actually here, our survival necro, dropping his wells, giving them work. I'm sure he would have handled this himself, but right now we are 3 capping. That is really going to be able to put us over the top here. I do pop my Decoy, was getting focus fire. A lot of times when you do pop Decoy, people will switch off you, or they'll attack clone, and that's definitely good. And you see Agent Tile came in there with his ultimate. We really want to secure this point. At this point, if we can hold just 1, we'd probably win. And the kills, obviously, in tournament play, kills 5 points, that's pretty gosh darn crucial. I've had quite a few very close matches that came down to a couple kills, and it's definitely important. It is good to hold points, and sometimes there are sacrifices that must be made, but if you can keep people alive, that's nice. And You see Agentile is using a similar build to the Thief build that I've been playing, and the bleeds just tear people apart on these points. It is so nice to have in tournament groups, and probably gonna die here, but doesn't matter at this point. When we managed to get all 3 points there, that really just put us over the top, and right now we have 3 pretty much dead people, but doesn't matter. Game ends there, and you see decent game. This build is good for supporting and defending. Not necessarily great for offense. If you do have a team to work with in offense, you got a lot of nice utility, mostly for stripping boons and applying negative effects to people. A very nice build. I definitely prefer this over other builds I've played. It's a lot more versatile, and I hope this video is helpful. If you have any suggestions for this, feel free to leave comments, and I'd be curious what you're running for Mesmer. I've seen a lot of different trait setups, but this is really just what I was playing with. I'm sure there are some better setups or some changes I could make, and always working on that, and thanks for watching.